Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. I've got the 3 best decks for climbing so far this patch. We finally got some balance changes, and these are the big winners after the first weekend of the new patch. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. That way you have a good understanding of what's strong, whether you want to play the best decks themselves, or if you want to know how to counter them. Let's see what these strong decks are, shall we? Welcome to Meta Report. So just a quick little update of where the meta is in case you haven't been keeping up. The 3 decks from my last video, Pink Hecarim, Elder Dragon Shyvana, and also Elder Dragon Norra, are all still in a pretty good spot. They did receive some nerfs, each one of the decks did, but their win rates are all still above 50%, and I do expect them to kind of lower over the course of the next couple weeks as other strong decks come up. However, if you are still playing those, then feel free to keep learning them until you can pivot to a new comfortable deck that's just as strong, if not better. So with that, we'll be starting off with this week's first deck, which is LuluJinx. Coming in with a win rate of 54.56% and a play rate of 4.41%, it's doing really well for itself. Its best matchups include Pink Hecarim, Elder Dragon Norra Vex, Kate Teemo, and also Kate Teemo Bandle. Its worst matchups are the Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Mordekaiser Norra, Braum Elder Dragon Gnar, and also Poro King. The main theme of this deck is to play super aggressive. It wants to get units down on the board as much as possible while also creating some discard fodder and basically playing through really strong combos such as Lulu and also Flame Chompers. So that's really, really good. Boom Baboon also makes Chompers for us, so we're going to be playing around that quite a little bit. Lulu is back. She is pretty strong. LuluJinx was doing work before last rotation, or I guess 2 rotations ago, and it was also doing good in Eternal. So yeah, LuluJinx is back. It's not at full power, but it's still very, very strong. So we have Gloom Sprites in the early for aggressive damage. We have the Otterpuss to create a prank, which can be a discard target for us, or we can just use the prank and hurt the opponent. Pie Toss for aggro matchups and also direct damage. Very good. Yordle Squire for, again, mainly discard target, but can also use Tiny Shield on Lulu or Jinx, whatever later. Boom Baboon to get Chompers down. Electro Harpoon for direct damage. Really good since it's also a discard activator. Flame Chomper, another really good discard target. We hard run that. Mystic Shot for damage. 1 Rummage to help level Jinx in case that Rummage is in our hand. Usually Rummage is like the one of in the deck. Because having 2 Rummages makes you brick, and it's really hard to level Jinx with a couple of your hands. It gets really uncomfortable, so running it at 1 basically prevents that from ever happening. Triple Squeaker, which is really strong. We're going to be playing around Mecha Yordles in this deck. They are not only a secondary pressure tool on top of the other early game combos we're doing, but also they can become win cons. They're really, really strong. So Squeaker and also Arena Promoter are going to come in here to give us extra damage, extra utility, extra units, extra power, extra kills, extra damage. I already said that one. They're just really strong overall. Triple Lulu, of course, our first champion. Her support is basically what we're utilizing her for. Turn any of our early game units into 4/4s. Of course, this has the best synergy with Flame Chompers being a challenger unit, and just overall pretty annoying for the opponent to deal with. Really good on attack odds, especially. Spirit Portal. Play this, discard 1, grant allies Spirit. So this can be a focus speed, give everything +1/+1, which is really important for final swings, especially if you're on multiple Spirit Portals. You can get Flame Chompers down at focus speed and just be kind of annoying. It's so good, basically do everything. Next we have Triple Arena Promoter to again play around Mecha Yordle stuff, really strong. Blowback for lethal damage. This is basically fast speed decimate, but it's kind of like Fervor, but with discard. It's just our damage, okay? It's one of our finishers next to Mystic Shot and Electro Harpoon. There's so much direct damage in this game that any little bit that you squeak out with your units, you can basically find so many hands to finish with. So yeah, Blowback, really, really good. And then finally, we have Jinx to also give us extra burn damage in the late game. Late being turn 6 onwards, whenever we can get her leveled and are looking for these lethal damage thresholds. Super Mega Death Rocket on top of Blowback, on top of Mystic, on top of Harpoon. Just an obscene amount of damage. You basically just want to dump your hand, because that's what Jinx wants, and send everything into the opponent's face as much as possible. So yes, this is a very, very aggressive deck. If that sounds like it's up your alley, would recommend it. It does have some pretty interesting hand combos, so it's a bit harder to play than a standard aggro deck because it is discard. You do have to be pretty thoughtful in how you are playing out your cards, which ones you're discarding, which ones you're okay with not having anymore, when to draw, things like that. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context while I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for this example game, we're fighting Fiora Shen. I actually think that this is going to be a really hard matchup. Fiora does just kind of take out all of my units. She doesn't come down until turn 4 though, so maybe we can get a really aggressive early hand. Try to push as much damage as possible, and then just finish with burn? Maybe. We're attacking on even, so I don't even know about Lulu. I probably have to develop her on defense 3. I think with this kind of hand, I'm not kidding, we might actually get rid of her. I'm thinking. Squeaker, Lulu. No, because she's really good for open 4. In case we get chompers, we can do like Squeaker, Chomper, and then play Lulu on defense. And then we have open attack 4 before they can play Shen or Fiora, so I think that's going to be the strategy. Let's go ahead and just pick anything. Doesn't really matter. Come on, top deck Chomper, top deck Chomper. Because then we could Squeaker Chomper, and then Lulu defense, open with Chomper damage. Just overall really good. If not, then that's okay. We're probably just going to pivot to like a Mecha Yordle strategy. Alright, top deck. That's going to determine what happens this turn. What happens? What happens? Otterpuss. No. Squeaker, Tiny Shield. Let's go ahead and probably pick Trumpet Tetcher. That sounds really broken. That way we can continue curving. Have something on 4. Play Trumpet Tetcher on 5. Love that. Send it. Bonk, bonk. 3 damage. Not bad. When another ally gets barrier, give me barrier. Alright. That's pretty strong. Yep, that's a barrier as well, isn't it? That is a barrier. That kind of makes me want to do Otterpuss, because like my Lulu open is not good. Not at all. Yeah, we could Otterpuss. I think it's fine. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do... I guess nothing. I guess nothing, right? Electro Harpoon, prank, this. I'm not developing. We can never develop on turn 4. So we're just gonna have to open with what we have. Basically, I got +1 body, and I got -1 body, and 2 damage to face. We'll send that. This is probably like the most annoying thing for them too, so I'm pretty happy with this. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Down to 11. Let's see what you got. Combat Cook. Alright. No champion. That definitely helps us quite a bit. I do want to play Lulu here, and then we can float 2 mana. I'm a little worried about single combat, of course, but Lulu will also trade into their current board, so I guess it's not that big of a deal at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's just the Trumpet Tetcher. Like, look how big my board is, and how much value we're gonna get. Fedora? Yeah, watch this. Boom. Now, this is uncomfortable for the Fiora. Fiora needs to be buffed in order to trade into my Lulu or into my Trumpet Tetcher. She can kill a couple of these things, but that's about it. I'm down to slam a Mystic on that too. Like straight up. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm okay with this, and then I'll just open attack. Save the Mystics for face. Yep. We obviously can't block Mr. Quick Attack over there, so let's pass. Kind of down with just trying to open attack again. Maybe top deck a Chomper. Yes, we did top deck a Chomper, guys. So we're gonna go for burst speed. We do bop bop, both of these. Nice. We also got a blowback. Yep. I chose to discard 2 just because I want more options. I don't really plan on playing that 4-drop anyways. It's like nonsensical. Would definitely rather do all this. So let's do Lulu, Flame Chomper, Fedora. Or we could trade up into this thingy. Do like this, this, that. How am I feeling about this? Because then Fedora's getting threatened anyways with any of my other dudes. And my other dudes take less damage. I like this. Send it. There's no way they do like a judgment here or anything. It would just never work. So we should just win. Like, look how much damage we have. Don't care. Like, I do not care about that at all. Yeah, let's actually just resolve this. There's no Spirit's Refuge, so no lifesteal coming down. So we're chilling. Like, go ahead, level Fiora, watch this.
Too easy.
So much damage. You better be on Notify and or Deny. Because it is a little Jover now. Mystic Face. Call it a day. Even if they try to do like double single right now, we would respond. Notify. Well, then we're going to use blowback here. We'll target that and not use anything because we don't have to. Bop. They're at 2. They can't do anything. We're also using our spell that cannot be notified, so that's just better ordering. Only Deny, and they don't have mana for it. GG. And for the next deck, we have my personal favorite. I'm always happy to cover this deck in Meta Report, and that is JhinAnnie, coming in with a win rate of 55.58% and a play rate of 3.25%. It is another very good burn deck to play. Its best matchups include Pink Heck, Kate Teemo Freljord, Kate Teemo Bandle, and also Elder Dragon Nico. Its worst matchups, unfortunately, are Elder Dragon Norra Vex, Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Mordekaiser Norra, and LuluJinx, which we just covered. As per usual, the main list that people are playing for JhinAnnie is absolutely troll, so I'm not going to show you that. Instead, I'm going to show you the list that I have been climbing with. That does feature the Ravenborn Tome, which is my favorite card in JhinAnnie. It gives you some really high highs, really fun damage ceilings, so I'm covering that. And I say just like usual because JhinAnnie has like a record of being misplayed or like misbuilt by the general population, and it's usually better to listen to JhinAnnie one-tricks such as myself. So I'm going to give you what I think is the best version. We got the triple Annie, the triple Blade's Edge, really good with Annie and also with Lotus Trap, Crackshot Corsair, of course, Saboteur, only 2 Demolitionists. I hate running 3 Demo in this list. Even when you have a little bit of top-end draw, 3 Demo is going to brick your hand so much, so always run her at 2. Yeah, Ravenborn Tome, Sunhawk Stagehand combo, Mana Soul Student, Fervor, Pirouette, Greyback, Telsey, and Augmented Experimenter on top of the Jhin, of course. I'm not running Allay. I do think she's fine, but there's just like no room for her. You'd have to like mess with some numbers. You could probably fit Allay. That's like one of the things that the main deck is running that I do wish I could squeeze in here. You definitely can. You definitely can. And do -1 Donnie, -1 Pirouette, double Allay, and you should be pretty happy with that. But yeah, I really like the 2 Tome, the 2 Greyback, the 2 Telsey. It's a nice little like 6-card engine that functions around themselves. They also synergize with the rest of the deck, so it's not like a too heavy like commitment to try to include them. They just kind of like come up in some hands and you can play around them, and they all feel really good with these numbers. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live example game. And for this example game, we have Kate Teemo, one of our winning matchups. So for mulligan here, since we are attacking on evens, we actually want the hard mulligan for triple 1-drops. That way we can play out 3 of them on our first attack turn, which is attack 2. Unfortunately, we drew into Sunhawk, Pirouette, Fervor, so we probably will not get a triple 1-drop opener unless we just turbo high roll 1-drop into 1-drop here. But this hand's honestly pretty fine as well. Jhin in opening hand, also fantastic. We want to keep him too, if we see him. Teemo on 1, makes sense. Especially attacking on odds. That's fair. And then, turn 2, it looks like we're just going to do Sunhawk and go for attack pressure. Or, we could actually open attack this. Funnily enough, this is a weird play, but I really like it. Because they're probably never going to block Teemo to Corsair. And they're not Freljord second region, so this is a big distinction between the 2 regions. We can never do that if they're Freljord because of Sky Splitter and Elixir of Iron. Yep. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and play Saboteur here. I was hoping they would play Caitlyn on attack 3 and then I'd stun her. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. I'm down for this though. Both of us draw a card round start. I'm going to play Jhin right on turn 4. Or am I going to do Sunhawk Stagehand combo? Both are pretty good. I feel like it's Jhin here though.
The stage is set.
It's so hard for them to deal with Jhin unless they have something weird like Thermo Beam. I also have Pirouettes, which is super valuable. Because I can ping off Teemo while also stunning something else they develop. It looks like they're going for removal. This could be like double Mystic. Maybe? If that's the case, then I'd wonder why they didn't shoot a Corsair, you know? It could be, I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. It is just a bunch of removal. We can go ahead and do Fervor. Let's do Fervor him to face. And then we'll attack with both Sabo and Corsair. That is the P and Z side of things we do have to worry about. They're pretty smart holding this, though. Bursting Backpack. That's one away from Teemo level. And then we can attack with both. Same deal, they probably won't block with Teemo here. Hide the face. So our damage is sticking. We have a little bit more in our pocket too. And the Hexcore Foundry is going to help us draw. So hopefully if we find, like I was about to say, more fervors, then... Okay, then... oh, what? What? Fervor number 2 and 3? I manifested that. I was literally just talking about how I wanted to draw more fervors and we could just have lethal. Like, we have so much damage. That's wild, though. I did not expect all that. Yeah, give me a reason to fervor. That's all I need. Top deck removal? Sure. Pretty low likelihood that you have another removal card. So let's just try getting in the safe fervors. It should be very difficult for them to have top decked another one. On top of this poison dart. I don't even care about Teemo level either. Like, go ahead, hit me. I'm not dying. I care more about the flash bombs, if anything. Those are also coming up. Which is a bit scary. No way, you have more removal? How? Oh my god, they opened, like, infinite removal. Alright, well, -1 fervor, I guess.
Ooh, quite a collection.
You know what? Fair enough. That's pretty crazy out of you, but fair enough. We're gonna use our ephemeral stunner, unfortunately. Just kind of have to. They had double mystic, they had the flash bomb one, and they also had a poison dart and Teemo. All right, like freaking sheesh, I guess. Lead with Sunhawk. That's a nice 3 HP body we have to work with. And then we can do Greyback. We can do Donnie. Probably not Tome. Peddler.
I've heard about you.
Peddler. How am I feeling about Peddler? I'm feeling good about Greyback. The Greyback attack is a little bit more high value than the Donnie. Also, Donnie has 2 health. In case they pulled another removal card that I need to know about, which it looks like they may have. Oh no, it's making me draw. Making me draw. I don't want to draw, bruh. Okay, you know what? You know what? Hey, I don't mind drawing. Never mind. Look at all this damage. Look at all this beautiful damage in our hand that they're drawing us. I guess that's why this is a hard matchup for them. They do not want us to draw cards. We have so many lethals next turn, it's disgusting. And Teemo has not doubled the puff caps yet. So I get it. We kind of just counter everything, don't we? The only thing they have going for them really is removal. But it seems like it's just not enough. Ow. Okay, whoa, chill. Hold up. 5 shrooms on 1 card. Chill out with all that. That is not okay. You calm down, Satan. What do I want to do? Pirouette face? Yeah, I guess. Pirouette face, stun Teemo. If they just play out Karina, we fervor. Another. Alright, chill. You calm down there. I'm gonna do fervor now. Straight up, I'm gonna do fervor right now. We're also cheating the block. Yep. Let's go! And we have so much damage left too in our hand. And for the final deck, we are going to change it up a bit. We're shifting to a control deck. This is MordeNorra. Coming in with a win rate of 53.77% and a play rate of 4.08%. This is where Norra seems to be going after the Elder Dragon nerf. Its best matchups include Pink Hecarim, Elder Dragon Norra Vex, Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, and also LuluJinx. Its bad matchups are variations of Kate Teemo, Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana, and also Deep, funnily enough. So this is going to be a self-slay and also resource-based control deck, mixing the Mordekaiser package with the Norra portal stuff. We have Pytos in the early game, of course, Darken Halberd. To play me kill an ally, you may spend 10 mana to play me as Tarash. So this is like really good actually. There's a few good targets. There's the Junk Construct. We can kill Sentry off if we want to, Portal Pioneer, pretty much anything that is not really giving us value anymore or something that lets us draw. Or put a portal in there, and we can put that on Norra, and she's kind of annoying. We can also put it on any of like our other units and basically just get that self-slay. And Tarash is another late game unit in case the game goes pretty long. Next we have Cease Sentry to draw, Glare for more removal, combos with Pytos quite well, Glimpse Beyond for draw, Hate Spike, just a quick one of for 3 damage removal, Junk Construct for the portals, Norra for the portals, Portal Pioneer, not for the portals, funnily enough, even though that's in her name. It is for the tech cards. Really, really good options overall. Next, we have the Iron Conquest, the Thread the Needle, Death Grasp, all self-slay removal, of course. Legion of the Severed to give Deathless to something in hand. Ritsu! Ritsu is actually one of our mid-game pressure tools. We can give Ritsu Deathless, and then whenever it resummons, you get Stormcloud. Stormcloud's a really big unit, so that's overall just really, really good. Especially if you put Deathless on it, and then you target that with the Darken Halberd and kill it. That resummons, gives you another Stormcloud, and you get some really, really crazy combos. Double Vengeance, a triple Mordekaiser, and 1 Ruination. Now, I'm not a master of this deck. I'm not a professional at this deck. There are some things you can probably change with this deck, like the Iron Drakehound, right? Spectral Ironhound, that's what it's called. So yeah, you could probably throw this in there. There's probably other like refinements and stuff like that. I just have the list that came from Mastering Runeterra, so would recommend checking it out, adjusting it, and we'll probably be seeing variations of this in the upcoming weeks. Definitely take off and be probably the control deck of choice going into the next meta. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game. And for this game we have the recently buffed Lilia, probably playing the Spritelings and things like that. Little sprite package, which is always super nice. Let's go ahead and mulligan away this, and maybe even the Pioneer. Actually, Pioneer is funny. Can destroy the Sleeping Landmark. And we also have Junk Construct for the early game. Pytos too. 1 of Ruination as our panic button in case things get a little wild and they play below Deny for us. Nice, we have a good mix of early removal and also units. I think this is basically exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and play Norra. Right on attack 2? Man, you shouldn't have game. You really shouldn't have. They are PNZ, so I expect a Mystic Shot if they do run it and have opened it. If not, then, hey, we get a free portal. Hey, get in there. Nice. That already puts us pretty far ahead. Pretty far ahead indeed. Lilia will die. Mr. Root? I'm fine with Mr. Root existing.
Oh, steady if you please.
I'm okay with that. You want to sleep him? Go ahead. No? Alright, we accept this pass, and then we're going to open attack here. I also like the idea of putting the Halberd on the Norra this turn. That would have been really interesting, but don't gotta do all that. Don't gotta do all that quite yet. Imperfectionist, sure. Let's go ahead and grab the Landmark Destruction. And do the Halberd now that it's gotten its value. Oh yeah, this is about to get pretty insane, I think. We burn 1 mana, we do not mind. A portal. I'll take a Golden Crush bot, that's a cutie. Another Imperfectionist. Okay, they're wombo comboing over there, I'm a little worried. Let's go ahead and do a proactive Glimpse, maybe force removal or Nopify or something. And then we'll do second Glimpse if they have a response. If not, then we get to draw some more cards. Give me my portals. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please on all of this. Pick an ally, follower, create an ephemeral copy. Not exactly sure what we want. What do we want? Chapter 1. We could get... Wait, I don't flippin' know. What do I want? Huh? You? To be honest, I don't really want any of it, but I do want to get the chapters going, so. Open attack. Get some damage in there. More portals. I mean, it's created, right?
They cling to my wings.
Alright, here we go now. Go ahead and pie. We'll play this turn a little slow. Get some removal out here. When I'm summoned, grant allied Spritelings and Sprite Mothers everywhere a Spirit. Sure. Sure. Get the attune value. I don't want to play Pop. And then we can probably do something like Wonder and Glare. Draw a card. Play Pastry on that too. Because like I don't want this thing to get reset. And right now I have a bunch of options. I can Pastry it at 1, or if they choose to sleep it, then I can destroy the landmark, right? That was basically my highest priority for the turn, was get rid of that thing. Because I don't want them to keep amping this up. I think Sprite Mother is actually scarier than Petal Pixie. Alright. Another Mother, sure. Let's go ahead and do this. Then we pick Mordekaiser out here, right? We do U for the HP and U for the attune, right? No, it's on. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah, bop, bop.
Destiny is darkness. I am not done with you.
Is that Norra level? Yes, it is.
Portals, up and down and all around.
Love that. The synergy here is kind of insane. Alright, and then we can do...
Darling, there are sprites falling out of your bag. Honestly,
You're sleeping that? Sure.
Clingy.
We destroy that with our excavation. No, thank you. Bye-bye. And we also have a chump blocker for the turn. Yep. I think we're playing this extremely well, by the way. I love how this is going. Send, 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 grab. Go. I actually need board space. I need things to die, so I'm pretty happy about that too. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Another Sprite Mother. Bruh, you gotta stop with all that, you know? What are we feeling? Death Grasp that thing? Maybe. Ain't no way. Alright. Hey, my unit lived. It's like a good and a bad thing, isn't it? Wonder. Like, if they try to give it, like, elusive or something, I have a blocker. I can turn off the sprite straight up. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? Something broken, surely. Surely that was chill. Alright. I'm kind of being cringe. Back alley bar. Right. This goes back down to 1. Oh no, it kills it. That's right. It's not even a 1/1. That thing's a lot worse than I thought it was. Okay. And then we can also glare this. Make that a 5/5. Use Thread the Needle. And then Bruiser will come back because of Mordekaiser. Also give me double Mordekaiser points, which I love. I love all of that. I think that's awesome and super cool. What's this thing grabbing? A whole lot of nada, I think. Yeah, this is epic. What are you doing? It's kind of rude, don't you think? I think it was. Swing, 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 swing. Grab. Because I don't like you.
Spade in hand.
What's the wares?
Mystic shots. Oh man, can't do nothing about that. Oh, Tarash is cool though. Mordekaiser's almost leveled. Let's do spell shield on you. And let's do a poison dart on face. Just because I think that's funny. Who we killing? Oh, hi Lilia.
Nightmare, you are not welcome here. Close your eyes and dream with me.
I guess we can kill you. And put you on you? Get the bruiser back. Yeah, I'm vibing. Sleeping ally? I'm okay on that. I'm okay with that not happening ideally. Just don't have a deny now, all of a sudden. Cool idea though, but like we could just not do that. I'm gonna let this die so we can get the board level. On round end here. Alright.
My only chance.
We leveled Norra and Morde. That is crazy. Oh, we got another Norra. Speaking of which, speak of the little devil. Rocket barrage. Ow. Yeah, I was not a fan of that.
Will protect you, Mother Tree.
Heal your Nexus 3 and summon a Spriteling. Grant allies of your spirit. Manifest. Okay, chill. Hold up.
Joy is a good looking.
You don't gotta do all that. Calm down. Alright, we should just win. Like, straight up. My open attack is nasty.
Don't trip. Don't trip.
Okay. I guess that's a fair point. I'm not going to block with Mordekaiser, though. This is satisfactory to me. Just block one of those. And then we can also play our junk.
Oh, well, aren't you the cutest thing of a day I ever did see?
Alright. Grab. Send. Did we finally do it? I think we might be out. For the rest of the game, when you slay a unit, I think Ruination kind of becomes Decimate. Funnily enough. Are we living? Oh, you are. Wow. Well.
Wonder how much this
I'm about to Ruination.
Let's face the world
This is like,
together,
it's actually Decimate. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna skip. Like, there's so much we could do, guys. We could play the Halberd, the Poison Dart, and deal drain damage that way. But I think it's funny that Ruination deals 4 here. I want to cast Decimate, so I'm doing it. That Nexus effect is so cool. And that's it for this week's decks. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. So yeah, to wrap things up, Elder Dragon decks did get a decent hit from the patch, and so did Pink Hecarim. The 3 decks from last week are still pretty good, but the ones I covered in this video are the non-nerfed dark horses that are really coming up in power. This has been Meta Report. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.